Hello, welcome to the Art of the Oracle. If you're new, my name is Virginia. If you're coming back, I am so incredibly grateful for all of you that have joined the channel recently and those of you that have been here from the beginning. It is still a very small channel. I do all the readings myself. I intuitively am guided to whatever deck is calling me out of my beautiful collection. And today we are using Crowley Oracle. And this deck is by Alana, Fairchild. I leave the descriptions, or you'll find all the cards in the description area. So if you're interested in any of them, you'll have the name to go out and look and find your own decks if you're interested. So this is our tarot for this week, and it's Thoth Tarot. Really powerful message. I hope you caught yesterday's two-part message. I think I should have linked the second one to the first one and vice versa. I need to get better at that. So please forgive me if you watched them both and had to look around for them. If you didn't see them both, I think you'll really enjoy watching them together as a two-piece set. So today, what I heard, so I tapped in prior to the reading, and what I was shown was, and I heard the words like the seed is growing larger and larger, and soon it will sprout open to create the new, like, awareness, the new consciousness. There is like a seeding that has happened, and it's, you know, I guess what I was shown kind of before the seed pops open and sprouts the new sprout. So I was shown that kind of expanding, and then it sprout open into a tree, and the tree was full of crystals, and it was part of our matrix as well as the matrix of life. So let's see. That sounds, I mean, it was a beautiful image. I'm not sure how to take it and to put it into our day-to-day awareness. So the only thing that I can say for sure is that for me, it felt like the seed of consciousness and awareness coming into a new level of itself, a new level of what we can be and what we are meant to do here on this planet. Okay, I am going to shuffle Crowley. I never shuffle this deck. It's very stiff. The cards are beautiful and thick, so they're not easy to shuffle. It takes some power. Okay, so let's ask Crowley. Yeah, because I can feel them being somewhat sticky. Yeah, that feels very dense. Like even grabbing a hold of the cards felt really dense. So I think there's more cards than I think here. Okay, so it looks like there's three. The first one, very intense, looks a lot like third eye energy here with her blue and then the eye in the center of the head. Gary Debbie, check your boundaries and affirm your right to express and receive both kindness and respect. Embrace your softer side and your ability to stand up for yourself. You are a unique being and do not need to conform to stereotypes. As you relax into your authentic self, the best method to accomplish what is needed shall spontaneously arise from within. I feel like that's mirroring a bit of what the message was yesterday about embracing this divine feminine energy that has been suppressed, and taking that masculine energy and the divine aspect of that is outward focus. So embrace the softer side with your ability to stand up for yourself. So that's really interesting. Not at all what I thought. So this one, Durga Kalika. Okay, so in the, I think it was yesterday's message, we had this skull image, and it was like two skulls balancing something out. And this is, again, I'm seeing the third eye very prominent here. So there must be something, like along with yesterday's message, we had the Hermit that came out, and the Lovers. And it's all about this light. That was the thing I heard yesterday before I tapped in, was like the light is, there's a light beyond the light. And that's, I guess, if we can think about the third eye opening and a new level of awareness, being able to possibly time travel or go into different areas of our own awareness, being able to see orbs or aliens or aspects of the earth that were never aware to us before. That's going beyond what we already know. So in unusually challenging situations, the way we have supported ourselves during more ordinary times are insufficient. I feel like that. I really do. We need to be open to divine inspiration, protection, and proceeding in new ways. So one of the things the first card said was to check your boundaries. So this is all about protecting your personal energy. Here's a portent or an omen of unexpected success. Even if everything appears to be going against you, the tides shall turn through divine grace. Love that. So yeah, and I'm feeling that very much. I mean, I think I felt it for a very long time, but I feel like something is shifting right now that is going to crack like that seed open. And there's something that's coming in, either a new awareness or a gift or maybe both. So the last one here, this is very interesting, right? So it's the divine feminine over the masculine. And Kalika Tantrika, Kali overcomes karma, realigns us with our path when we have veered off course, reverses the momentum of negativity, and detaches draining energy cords, restoring us to full victory. I feel like that's what that was. Like maybe that was like old energy that she has conquered over. It may seem like your will is being thwarted or that you are not getting what you want, but the goddess knows what she's doing. Her actions will benefit you, so trust. Yeah, so the cards are saying that be aware of where you are in the world. Be aware of your boundaries. Be aware if you're letting somebody come into your space, and you'll feel uncomfortable about it. And you do not have to be with people, spaces, or circumstances that don't feel true for you. And, divine feminine energy or women have been taught to just take it, kind of, to not hurt anyone else's feelings, despite the fact that our awareness may be challenged or our experience is not flowing, or it's not. Oh, look at this. I saw the I'm going to take this card that I'm seeing right here on the bottom. I don't always do that. It's interesting because this is card 11 and it says lust. So I have to see what this card is related to. I don't know if it's related to the star card in the deck, but really beautiful energy. A lot of golden energy here, right? And it looks like she's holding this cup of inspiration. This purple energy feels, or this purple color feels like she has a new awareness. She's holding on to a red cord that holds this, it looks like a lion with many faces. And the tail of the lion looks like a serpent or a head of a cougar. This is really interesting. This is one of the reasons why if you missed any of the previous messages that I have said, wow, it's more than what the card would traditionally stand. So this is Leo. Okay, so this is the strength card, which a strength also came out yesterday. It was asking us to be strong, and this is asking us to be strong as well. Embrace your softer side, which is the feminine side, but still your masculine side. It's asking us to come into balance, which is what the cards were showing yesterday, about balancing masculine and feminine. But I was really feeling like it was collective, like the wounded masculine and then the wounded feminine coming together to embrace each other. Like the masculine seeing this feminine softness and allowing her to stand in her feminine energy, and for us to allow the masculine. It's not about outward force. I think that comes from a wounded state. The masculine to me or the divine masculine to me is about being able to move ahead with, power, not force, but with like this will that is allowed to get things done. But when you do that only from your headspace and you're disconnected to the outcomes and to the world around you, it becomes an ego trip. And that's what we have a lot in the world right now. Everybody cares more about money than they care about the product that they're putting out, or they care more about where they live than what they're bringing into their homes, right? And how they're relating to the world around them. So in the strength card, let's see, it says it's about energy and action, which is what we saw yesterday, and resort to magic, the use of magical power. Yeah, so I think that's probably, all these are little orbs that are floating around her. And the central figure is the woman who has surrendered herself to all the forces of creation and rides astride of the beast, which is the lion, right? And most traditional strength cards, you see the lamb and the lion, showing that there's a softness of the feminine energy that is the strength is real true strength, is not forcing. There's a difference between force and strength. Okay, so in the cup, so it says here that she, in her right hand, she holds a cup that holds life and death. That's interesting. And love and death, excuse me. In the cup are mingled the elements of the sacrament of Aeon. In the background are the figures of the saints on whom this mirage travels. For their whole life has been absorbed into the Holy Grail. Wow, that's very interesting. And what is the Holy Grail, right? I just saw the Da Vinci Code the other day about the Holy Grail and it being really a person, it being the bloodline of the divine. And that's very interesting that they're bringing in the Holy Grail here at this time. So I'm going to let you sit with that as we ask if there's anything else. Okay, so this is what came in yesterday as strength. And it's interesting because it kind of flew in upside down. And when it flew in upside down, I'm seeing more of this moon energy, right? And the sun is here below us instead of above us. And this strength, what I was seeing is cutting through the illusion, cutting through like what we have felt like we've had to do in the world, how we've asserted ourselves, how we put the power out. Because the 9 is about, you know, taking all that energy, all that creative, fiery power, and seeing what we've created from it, and then seeing our creation, and then being able to move on to a different space. So this is asking us to ground in that creative energy as we move out of it. That now it's like there's an unseen element here with this, with the moon rising, right? Now we have the moon that is coming in, which is more about the feminine energy, and it's more about the element of the unknown. And right now we are in the new moon, which is the dark moon, asking us to go within. So yeah, so this is telling me that this is a different type of strength than what this is, right? Final message, please. I hope you're enjoying this. This has been very, very interesting. I'm starting to feel like this is what this message was meant to be about today, about understanding what strength truly is. So yeah, so the last final 2 cards is 10, and they're both swords energy. And yesterday we had the divine masculine as represented as outward focused energy in the head, like always thinking, and AI, like all this output of information. And the divine feminine was represented by the earth, literally like Gaia and the world of creation. And the 2 cards that are showing now, the last 2 cards, let me see if we can get these all in here, are showing ruin and defeat. And I feel like, you know, defeat is ruin's ugly brother, right? It's the ending of something, this ending of overthinking, this ending of needing this constant flow of information, because it just becomes toxic. It becomes confusing. It becomes polluted almost with lies. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Like when this looks like, interestingly, this looks like, and I think they've made reference into it when I've seen this card come out before, the tree of life, which was really what I was seeing, like the birthing and the growing of the tree of life. And this is making reference to that, literally the tree of life. This is how it comes across. This is the divine plane of heaven and earth, and it's crossing the plane of existence, like how we're working on the physical plane, and then how everything comes in that we do to join it. And it's piercing the heart with the sword here. And I'm going to go to the guidebook because I need to, because these cards are so intense indeed. Okay, so this is the suit of air and the sun in Gemini. We have the sun in Cancer right now. And the swords are arranged in the tree of life, but the points 1 to 5 and 7 to 9 shatter the central sword. That's these right here. You can see that the swords are broken, or maybe you can't see, but the swords are broken there. The background is a flame with this explosive destruction. This card shows reason run mad and a riot of soulless mechanism. Right, and that's what I feel like AI is. It's literally soulless, it's mechanical, and it's run amok. And something is changing, like there's an ending, I feel like. That's what this is showing, is that something is being defeated here on a level that is allowing this true strength to come forward. And it says in unusually challenging situations, which is what we're facing, because it feels like only a few people are in charge of everything. And they don't care about what we think. They think that their brain and their thoughts and everything is the most important. And they're not in their heart space. And they think they're strong and powerful, but they're not. They're the opposite of that. They're weak because they cannot see that, they can't see their own limitations. So they keep going forward, creating physical things that are bigger and bigger, like that's better and better, but it's not. So the 5 is saying this massive change. This is a really interesting reading. So I felt like, because yesterday and all week, it's given us information that there is a karmic cycle ending, or that there is something that has meant to happen at this time is happening. So I'd love to hear from you. Take the information in and apply it to your own world. This could be somebody that you've been fighting with for a really long time, coming to an end, and the defeat of this, the defeat of like what has been and the ending of it. Because in the center here, this is all about strength. Kali overcomes karmas and realigns our path when we've veered off course. And that's what I feel like has happened right now with so much of this outward faced energy in terms of the swords or the air energy. Okay, so thank you so much for being here at the channel. I'd love to hear from you if you'd like a private reading. I do offer those, and you can find the link in the description. So let me know what you think, and have an amazing day. Bye now.